to mention the cart for Nature's Prophet later.
Yeah,
very.
Would love to see that because it's fun.
It is fun.
Yep.
As Gunnar finally does hit level 3, Lelis is actually out-leveling the Beast as of now, just slightly. In terms of CS, Duraccio is having a very good time leading the way in the CS for this game overall.
If I had to pick one hero that is the single best safe laner in the first 3 minutes for CSing as carry, it's this one. Nature's Prophet is expected to do very well.
Yeah, that's why he's considered the best body in ability draft. His copy gonna take a lot of damage here. Quinn just casually kills him. My goodness. Using the Mischief to get under the tower without drawing aggro. But that Jingu is something fierce. I mean, Monkey King against melee heroes in general is pretty rough. But, I mean, Dragon Knight...
Fortunately for him, he has the Fire Dragon facet, so he can at least farm somewhat efficiently.
Indeed, as Fly is going to find a little Skywrath Mage action here, but Tofu is pretty fast. And CM is not.
Correct.
Polar opposites in move speed, it feels like.
Absolutely.
Poor thing. But you know what you get when you pick her.
And
yeah, Lelis can be spotted by Quinn. Won't lead to anything.
Oh,
the Skywrath
Quinn wants to steal the rune.
CM.
This is important.
Fly attempted TP, he's fine.
Yeah, he's coming down bot to cover the rune, but will he really cover it?
We'll see. Frostbite onto Quinn. He's still doing so much damage. This is under another tower.
Oh, they covered their rune. That was very important. This was the
stacks. Obviously, the Beastmaster, you know this is going to happen as Fly just casually right-clicked down by Quinn. And this Monkey King feels like such a strong hero in this meta right now. Boundless Strike onto Gunnar, using up the Jingu stack.
Dude, it feels like it genuinely.
And carry. There's Quinn. Now he's dewarding. All right. Copy. He's going to be found. Is he actually stuck in here?
Oh my, no.
Oh, okay. Well, now he is. He finds Stellar on the other side. Walks right past her. Nice shackle from Lelis. Boundless Strike to follow. Then there's the first stampede of the game. Copy's dead again. Oh, dear. Ancient Seal now onto Lelis. And can they... I'm not sure if they can even take these stacks, but they're going to keep an eye on it, of course, as Quinn is continuing to pressure. We'll get on top of Gunnar, who's not level 6
Surely.
yet, so Jingu stacks.
Kill him with 5. I'm not joking. Like
Blood grenade onto Ace, but the power shot misses. Copy and company really need to find something. There's the Frostbite from the south, so Fly will ensure that they at least get something on the board for
finally.
now.
In the meantime,
oh dear.
Gunnar.
Jingu stacks again, Boundless Strike, easy pickoff for Quinn. Celery just there for moral support.
You talked about after game number 1 how Quinn always had Gunnar's number and then they stopped laning against him. Well, guess what? Quinn misses the old days of just...
And hey, Quinn is making it to the top lane now, it seems. Concoction is going to be applied to him. Quinn's at half HP, but again, Jingu stacks are insane. Alchemist dead. Double Edge is going to find him. Lelis with the TP, not to be. 10 minutes in, it's 7-1, 4K lead for Gaimin. This is snowballing out of control already.
We're saying nouns, watch out for the first 15 minutes. And well,
man,
damn, you're so pessimistic, aren't you? Fly.
He's level 4, Cinderin.
Yep, that's another pessimistic comment. Tragic for their dreams of starting in the top 6.
And not to add insult to injury, this is a 5K lead against an alpha. Man.
Damn, you're so pessimistic, aren't you? Fly.
He's level 4, Cinderin.
Yep, that's another pessimistic comment.
Well, Tofu's level 5.
Nice.
Is that okay, that's optimistic.
I don't know.
Does not have Mystic Flare. How dare he, despite winning this game so far, of their heroes to ensure it.
It's going to cost them mid tower as well.
So Ace did end up going for the Blade Mill, by the way.
Yep. As mentioned a minute ago, he did indeed.
Oh, you did mention it.
Yep.
Okay. Don't listen to you half the time, of course, because you're usually wrong, because he did say he wasn't going to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I was wrong. Thanks for pointing that out. That's very pessimistic of you. Quinn, playing with his food here.
Yes, he can do whatever he wants at this stage.
He loves wolf, classic food for the monkey.
On top of Fly, he's going to get Frostbit. Concoction. Duraccio is going to make his way over. Instant repel for Quinn, though, as Celery is there to ensure that he will live. Going to try to focus down. Big hoof stomp onto 2. Down goes Yuma again. They are aware that nouns are in the area.
Couriers being killed left and right. Quinn, not going to pursue Gunnar. Looked like he was thinking about it, but yeah, should be a split here. He's just probably even going to join the party. They were assuming that nouns might be on their own, but of course not. So split here, so important. You know, now you get a 14-minute radiance, and it's so important not because the game is stable now, but because there's hope of reaching stability because of that fight. If that hadn't occurred and Gaimin were just kept on rolling, they would probably be 8,000 up now. It's within striking distance for nouns. One more good fight, you're in a position where Alchemist gets to play his game.
Yep, and we're gonna, okay, Repel already so strong.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So what is, obviously Nouns made a move there, but what is the next step for like the power spike? I'm guessing it's got to be something Beastmaster related.
Yeah,
I get going for the up.
Yeah.
And of course, it's just object like before. I think they didn't used to have the tree dance effect on the Boundless Strike. That's been a newer addition. So
yeah, it definitely got
it
got upgraded as well. So it's a combination of multiple things. But I would agree. Even back in the older version, the weaker one, it was probably undervalued. And players gone tower. I don't see any way of defending this for nouns without a buyback. And they are just not even going to bother. They'll try to spend the time to progress their builds. But for Yuma, unfortunately, it feels quite far away still. It's kind of, even the BKB is a little bit of a pipe dream right now. We're looking at 4+ minutes probably to get that. And they desperately need to make some sort of progress. Slow things down, but Duracho's here.
Lai is in the area though, Concoction. Quinn making his way over. This might be the first Wukong's command of the entire game, by the way. The Mystic Flare rips them apart. 2 kills in the name of Gaimin again. Nouns just cannot farm. There's nowhere that is safe against this Monkey King.
Look what Copy bought.
Oh dear. What did he bought? A Force Staff. Okay. That is a first.
He's like,
that is a first.
I mean, to be... Oh, Ace done.
Okay, it's not from Ace, ensures another kill.
There's a lot of upsides to Force Stuff here. You can get away from... You can try to create distance from the Gleipnirs. You can get out of Skywrath ult. You can get out of Monkey King ult in particular, which is really important. So he's just... But the problem is, you're buying these defensive utility items too. So somehow, you need to trick Gaimin into thinking the guy who is alone is not, and vice versa. And that is as complicated as it sounds, but it's...
I was going to say, how do you do that exactly?
Yeah, it's a tough challenge, but it's the best idea I see here. Because if you group up and run as Gaimin just aren't going to fight you, and they'll just play the map. And if you split out, Duracho's going to solo fly as it looks right now.
Yeah, well, he's got his Treant.
Oh.
Treants count as...
Okay, so it's a 2-on-1.
Yep.
All right.
At this stage, the Treant might be worth...
And they can't team fight. So usually my solution in this kind of situation is, hey, you guys have to group up, smoke, try to find an angle. I just don't think that fight is winnable. They can't kill anyone under Guardian Angel, and they can't jump the Omni Knight. So
Guardian Angel, you have Crimson Guard on Ace as well.
They are going to try their damnedest. I mean, maybe with a good flank. If they find Celery first, perhaps it's doable. They're in good formation here, though, Gaimin are.
Yes, indeed. They're going to pop the Guardian Angel. Oh my god! Okay. That is absolutely insta-gib of Yuma. Gleipnir onto 2 outside the Wukong's command. They do finally get Celery. See if they can actually take advantage of it, though. Monkey King getting really low. Quinn trying to walk away. Uses the Boundless Strike, but no! He gets killed by the Hawk of all units. And now the Stampede. Not going to be used to full effect. I mean, Celery, he needs to stay alive to keep people alive. Surely the Aegis is for him.
I'm guessing Quinn is the better choice, right? Like, Duracho could buy back TPN.
Yeah, I think it's
Quinn is probably frontlining the most.
Good job, Cinderin. You're
Hell yeah.
This one was for 10.
I mean, yeah. This Radiant lineup is incredible when it's leading. It's just extremely hard to play against. For nouns.
This would be a big kill. Is there the blink Dragon Tail into run away. We don't do damage. They were unfortunately not close enough. There's surely he doesn't die under
if
the cover
he dies
of his
for this
here. Copy. Okay, they get the stun off onto the Monkey King. Double hoof stomp from Ace. Wukong's command's coming though. Yuma pops his BKB for the first time and then gets off his ult just to barely live. But Dyrachyo wants to try to finish the job. Quinn going in really deep. Shackle shot will connect. The Sprout ensures the kill of Copy. Now on the other side, Gunnar just left all alone because the rest of his teammates have either retreated or died. And this will be a lane of racks for Gaimin.
My goodness. What an absolute smackdown.
So promising for Nouns after that game 1.
Yeah, but Gaimin, they figured it out. They knew what they had to do. And I mean, in reality, this game and the previous one, not really close, right?
No.
In any sense of the imagination. Nouns, effectively, they have to Hail Mary. I mean, Gaimin could leave their base if they want to, but they might also just stick around to finish the job. They still have Aegis, so Nouns have to find some sort of miracle engagement by getting on top of the Omni. I don't think any other target's killable.
Yeah, and the BKB is back online for Quinn as well. So very, very safe indeed. There's a fortification. Gaimin. Let's see if they fully back or just wait for the next wave. There is a damage rune in the bottom side. Don't have vision of that though. I hear a concoction. This might be the last-ditch effort from Nouns. Just casually throwing it out there, it seems.
Aces.
Tower is dead, and here comes Copy. He's going to get Gleipnir inside that dragon form, sprouted up. And Quinn going to continue to beat away on these buildings, along with Ace. As Copy gets off the dragon tail, they want to try to get rid of this Aegis, as you can see Lelis actually bringing everybody closer to them with that shard. But that might be at the detriment of his team, as the Beastmaster's lost. It's going to be the trade for the Aegis. And it looks like they'll get the second set of racks. Quinn will try to stick around with that Orb of Corrosion to ensure that that is the case. Still, 5v4 as Wukong's command used to force everybody out. And that's...
I'm not sure about that.
I think they continue on.
Yeah.
I mean, the Dragon form will end eventually. Then you just have a Dragon Knight in melee form.
They haven't had to GA yet, so they still have an extra line of defense that wasn't necessary.
Yeah, that's true. That is accurate. So it looks like this might be Megas. Nouns are going to have to go in here. Surely, this is the time.
Yeah.
Last-ditch effort.
Blink, Dragon Tail, and Force F out incoming.
Gale Force, very annoying. Fly taking 2 casual right click. He might die to the creep, for God's sake. Gunnar gets off the roar, but there is the Guardian Angel from Celery. And you can see Yuma trying to do something on the backside, but he just gets eviscerated. Just not nearly enough damage to even tickle these heroes at this stage. Gunnar, he dies, and they're just going to call it GG. So game 3 goes to Gaimin Gladiators, and they are now guaranteed to be in front of the crowd here in Copenhagen at the Royal Arena.
Yep, that's a minimum of top 6 and in style, right? These